Good evening, everyone, and welcome to what is round 11 of SOR Season 11 F1 2019 or 2020. That was last season. My apologies. So, heading into today, this man right here, Ruthful, is leading the championship by roughly 70 points. So, yeah, he's definitely he can afford a bad race or two, I guess we can say. But he's definitely going on a continuous streak of 4 wins in a row, make it 5 wins in a row. It's doable, and knowing Ruthful, he'll probably want to achieve that, but he did say it's not a track he enjoys. But yeah, currently right now, I'd say that there's a battle for P2. Both Yasin and Jesse are in a championship battle, but neither of those drivers are present today. There's actually quite a few drivers that aren't present today. There's only 10 people qualifying, and Josh, I think, has a qualifying ban, and Polar has, I think, also has one as well. And it looks like it's gonna rain because a lot of people going on the mediums. Not exactly sure, but you never know. We'll go on an outlap here with the championship leader Ruthful. So going into turn 1, 8th gear, or keep it in 7th, as the asphalt starts on the left, that's your turning in point. 3rd gear, 2nd gear, quickly shift up into 3rd, and then quickly shift up to 4th to get that extra little bite of the rears. Midway in between these two, go into 4th gear, use as much of drag on both insides, tap the wall a tiny bit, or not really tap it, but kiss it. 7th gear, as the orange part on the right disappears, that's your turning in point. Use much of the curb here and here into 3rd, and quickly up into 4th to avoid wheel spin. It's quite a easy place to lose the rear here. Once you're under the bridge in 7th, down into 4th, hug both curves really nicely there. It seems to be a really good lap on those medium tires. 7th gear, and as the 100-meter ball passes, that's your turning in point. Go into 2nd gear, even first, to get that extra rotation. Make sure your wheel is completely turned around. That gives the best bite. Then quick shift out of the corner into 8th. As the 100-meter board goes by, go down into 4th. Cut as much of this curb, but then avoid the 2nd curb because that's where you get your penalties. It looks like it's actually going to even beat that soft time. It's going to come across the line. It's a 108.8 on the medium compound tires. So that is a banger lap. I definitely know a lot of people, including myself, that would do a 108.8 on the softs on my first run, but a 108.8 is a really good lap on those mediums. You might want to keep these mediums, you know. If he says that no one manages to improve, might as well, for the heck of it. But I take it he's probably going for the medium softs, or medium soft strategy, or medium softs mediums. But a lot of people will want to go softs mediums, or if they're feeling risky, softs mediums, mediums, which is the conservative strategy, and definitely might see a good few people do. Pixel has invalidated his lap. Hazy comes across the line, and he sets 1 minute 10.7 on this soft compound tire. So that just shows how quick that 108.8 is on those mediums. See, is anyone on a current lap? Notable Gamer's on a lap. He is. Let's see what kind of sector time you want to aim for. A low 41. He's done just that. He's gone in a bit deep there. That's going to compromise him. Seems to be a good exit though. How much fuel does he have? He has 0.8, so he's gonna have just enough to complete this lap. Then he's gonna have to run the next lap in low fuel mode. It's a clean final corner. Don't think it's gonna be pole though. It's definitely gonna be challenging for up there. It's P3 at the moment, provisional P3, and if he goes for another lap, he'll definitely get P2. I'm still shocked that Ruthful is the second clear of anyone on those softs, on the softs when he's on the medium combat tires, which is mind-boggling. But someone who was on lap was Pixel. Oh no, he went to the pits. So everyone's coming on outlap. Hazy improves by, I don't know, just 1.10 seconds. It's weird. Fox, I don't know if he's on lap, but it shows that he's invalidated. He's 5/10 quicker though. I think G's Fungus is coming out. Who's that coming across the line? That's a Runo of Hude. who we did see last week, did really good, but then got hit by Polar Has, who's serving the qualifying ban for going on the racing line there. So yeah, now that I remember, yeah, but Hugh was really quick last week. You'll definitely want to keep the momentum and hopefully not get ruined by anyone in qualifying. There's going to be a bit of dirty air by GC Fungus. Quickly moving out of the way. Every time they pass a sector, it shows that it's purple, but then it just ends up being just a visual glitch, I think. 40.7. It's a solid time. Solid second sector time. I also forgot to mention, Shiv isn't with me today. He's hosting Split 2, if you want to go check that out. I'm pretty sure he's live. I have 2 streams on the channel now. I'm hosting Tier 1, or Split 1, and he's doing Split 2. Obviously, Split 1's just better. Oh, this is going to be pole, definitely. He comes across the line, it's a 108.5. And Ruthful, if I could just point out, has changed to the soft tires. And if he can do a 108.8 on the mediums, he's definitely going to do a 178 or something, because you're at least 1 second quicker on the softs, especially around here. GC Fungus, who is on a lap, has already invalidated. That sucks. He is 2.3 liters of fuel though, so he'll have enough to go again. John comes across the line to take P3 with a 109 flat. It's probably the first time I've seen a flat. Someone else comes across the line as Pixel will start his up on the mediums. Let's see, excuse me, let's see what this lap. McLaren is spun in the second sector. He's got going though. There's quite a bit of traffic though. Pixel in front of him. He has an Alfa Romeo of I believe that is Fox, and a Haas of who I believe that is John, who just finished his lap, and the McLaren of Panagoy, all on out laps or in laps, or have just finished their laps. I think Pixel will be in traffic though. He could definitely see Fox. Oh, he's gone a bit deep there, and that's going to be an invalidation. Unfortunate indeed. So we'll move on to whoever's staying lap. I believe John's going in for an in lap. Pandacoy is currently drag racing with Fox, so he's going to do an out lap as well. I think he's only. Oh, well, nope. Pandacoy is just going in the pits. So we're going on board with Fox, who I believe has invalidated this and next lap. Oh, Lord. That's. I hate it when that happens. It hasn't happened too often to me, but. Happens. Move on though. Encore, I believe. He invalidated this in next lap as well. I think he has. Yeah, he has. The final chicane is quite lethal, especially when it's this and next lap. I don't think it's this and next lap worthy though, unless if you because you don't. I mean, it's not really a straight line corner like as you start. More likely, which is weird. Earthfall's on outlap on his soft compound tires. I definitely expect Earthfall for pole quite easily, considering if you could do a 108.8, which is already P2 on the mediums. On the softs, you should be able to do late 7. But Ruthful last season was quite dominant. This season, it didn't start off too well, I can't deny. And for the past 4 races now, he's been winning every single one. So he'll most likely want to get his 5th today. And if he continues the way he is in qualifying in the race, he should have no problem doing that. There's a McLaren coming out of the pits now. And I'm just going to keep an eye on the mini-map there. Oh no, he's actually stopped. And he's already invalidated Ruthful. Or has he? Yeah, he has. That's unfortunate. He's going to want to go again. Let me just quickly check his fuel load. He has 2.1s. Yeah, so he should have enough to make it around and then start a new lap. Hazy on his... Oh, he tapped the wall there. That's going to be a bit of front wing damage. Which is a little skirt, but nothing lethal though. So this race is going to allow Ruthful to run away with this championship a bit more, considering that both of his championship rivals are not present. That being Jesse and Yasu. Both being not present for Ooh, Hazy's completely gone wide there. Don't think that might affect his lap too much. Could affect him any minorly though. Have to see. The 100 meter board's actually been destroyed, and that's gonna put him off massively. And he's invalidated that lap quite easily there. So he's invalidated this next lap. And Noble Gamer comes across the line to claim P4. Not by much. Encore is coming out now. So Encore needs to improve by 2 milliseconds if he wants to reclaim that P4. So Ruthful, or not Ruthful, sorry. The Noble Gamer won't want the box. Speaking of Ruthful, himself is out. He's already a 10th up on his time. First sector isn't really traction worthy. Like better tires, OP. It's mainly this sector, the second sector. Especially through here, you'd be surprised how having fresh and quickest tires can help through those quick 2 corners. So Williams in front, he's going to get out the way. Look at just time, he's 4 tenths clear. So he's on provisional pole position as things stand. Ooh, gets a little scruffy exit there, that's going to cost him a 10th. The final corner now is just essentially how daring are you to cut both chicanes. And the 100 meter board gone, you really have to go for pure skill, and he's invalidated. That's really unfortunate because that was a really good lap as well. So he's going to want to go again. He's going to have to come around on low fuel mode because he's at 0.2 and try and send our lap. Hued on a invalidated lap. Time penalties are going to be a big thing here, so realistically I'm probably not going to be able to keep track of all of them. And yeah, have to find out. Encore is coming out on hot lap now. If any drivers are watching this, if the 100 meter board's gone and you cannot, you don't have any other references, if you have force feedback on, there's a big bump that you'll feel. That is actually perfectly in line with the 100 meter board, so you can use that as a reference to the 100 meter board. I usually tend to use that after it rumbles a bit. I slam on the brakes and then turn in. Encore taking the tightest line. Pixel with a 180. That's definitely a competitive lap. Ruthful needs to improve by 8 tenths in order to sneak himself up onto pole. He's 3 tenths up on course, so he's gonna reclaim that P3 or P5, sorry. And he might, if he gets a really good line through here, be able to sneak himself into P3. I'd imagine this is his final lap. Oh, he's gone in deep, and that's his lap time invalidated. So that's another lap invalidated. So he comes across the line. It would have been, well, he slowed down, but it was still a 10th up even while slowing down, so that's really unfortunate. He might have time to come around. Noble Gamer on an out lap, so we'll go back on him when the time comes. Pixel, yeah, definitely a great lap with a 180 flat. Ooh, Fox 1.1 seconds quicker on his time. That's definitely a competitive time. He goes up into P5, 192. It's a solid lap. McLaren's coming out. That's Panicoid, I believe, coming out. 1 second to turn on. Oh, my light. Right, I'm ready. I'm just gonna check. So yes, there is indeed the split 2 that I was talking about just before. Shiv, my co-com of last week, is hosting that. If you want to go in between and check out similar numbers, no one has more numbers. I'm pretty sure he has split 2 has 11. We have 12. But Canada, there are a lot of deaths, sadly. Ruthful's on his out lap. This is really his last chance now. So as other guys, I think that's Fox just coming into the pits now. And then Hugh's actually behind him. So this is the battle for pole position. Pixel, I don't think will be able to come out for another one unless he comes out now. But Hude will be first, and then it'll be Ruthful. Where's Ruthful? Yeah, no. It'll be Hude, Hazy actually, then Ruthful, and Panakoi for the battle of pole position. Coming across here, he's 1 millisecond down on his time, and he needs to find 5/10 if he wants to get that pole position. Coming across the tunnel area now, seems to be a really solid lap. Let's see, is he improving in his second sector? He is by 4/10. That are 4/10. I think that's just shy of getting pole position, but it was kind of a wide line through the final corner. He's gonna want to pump the gas, or not pump the gas, but he's gonna want to go pedal to the metal, and hopefully not invalidate, because if he invalidates, that is his chances of getting pole position. Pixel's retired from the session, so that definitely confirms that it's in between these guys, and Hude has invalidated. Hude, oh no, he's invalidated. So if he came across the line, it would have been, it wouldn't have been P1 just about. But we're gonna go on board with Hazy. He's invalidated, so now it's all eyes on Ruthful. He has 8/10 to find in this last chicane. Does he invalidate? No, he doesn't invalidate. All he has to do is keep a straight line. Will he manage to take himself off pole? No, by 1, not even 1/10 of a second, he misses out on pole position. So your battle for, oh, and he spun, so that's his chances of staying on our lap out of the window. We're going further back down the field now. Battle still isn't over. Panakoi is invalidated, however. The Inaudible Gamer is actually on a lap. Oh, about that, he's lost the back end. Let's see, is he improving enough? He's 2/10 up on his time. He needs to find 1.6 seconds though if he wants to get pole. I didn't see his last lap in full, but I don't know if there's a particular area in which he was slow at. There could have perhaps remained a bit tighter, but let's see where he gets. He's 4/10 up, so he's gonna sneak himself into P6. Just needs to find 2 more tenths to get himself into the top 5, and a good shot of a podium. We'll go on board with Hazy first, who's gonna come across the line now. Doesn't invalidate. Now it's just a straight line to the line. It comes across the line, and it's an improvement into P4. Will the Inaudible? Oh, he cuts the corner way too much there, and that's him into P5. So that's him out of the running for qualifying, unfortunately. Fox is on a lap. He's a 10th down his time. Oh, he cut quite awfully that corner. I don't know if that was a cut. Didn't seem to be. Ruthful was actually coming across the line though. Yeah, he's on a slowdown. Who were we just looking at? We were looking at Fox. Didn't catch his second sector time. But yeah, this is probably going to be our grid, unless if Fox manages to improve. Dying laps in the dying stages of this. This is a really solid final chicane. Be competitive here. He's up into P6, so he's improved, and he's posted himself by 1 position. GC Fungus is out, so yeah, that's everyone. So here's your grid. So we have Pixel in P1, Ruthful P2, 2 Alpha Tauri boys going neck and neck. Pixel is surprisingly in pole, because Ruthful with a 188 on the mediums, that would have been enough for P4, P5 even, I think. So perhaps, maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see what his strategy call was. But we'll have to see what they do during the race. Hude in P3, Hazy P4. Also Hude, a nice recovery drive from last week. And I didn't get to do the rest of the grid. Pretty sure it was Panakoi, Fox, John, Inaudible Gamer, Encore, GC Fungus, and then Polar Hazard and Josh, who didn't settle that because of their qualifying bans. So we'll have to see if they manage to do something good during the race. But it seems to be a dry race. Towards the start qualifying, it seemed like it would have been perhaps a wet qualifying. But now I think that that theory has been put out the window. Seems dry. As we wait for everyone to sign in. Not sign in, but log back in. particularly pit stop strategy is at the bottom there. Softs, medium, softs, and then the bottom softs, mediums, hard. There's just whoever did that is actually dumb. Softs, medium, softs. Softs, medium, softs, we box up 8, 25, and then go softs towards the end. It's doable. It's not difficult. I've done it before. It's actually not a bad strategy at all. Only issue is that the undercut around here is quite powerful, so maybe look out for that. Everyone's at softs minus the 2 that didn't set their laps, and of course GC Fungus was stuck on his mediums. I say Boulder Hazard and Josh are in good positions here. If they manage to cleanly get past turn 1, I'll be in a good shot for his victory. Excuse me. My throat's actually starting to itch. I'm ready to hope that stops. Lights down, away we go, because that's when I use my voice the most. So the Alpha Tauri boys are a good pairing this season, both giving good points to the team. I'm sure Alpha Tauri will be happy with their replacements, from Pierre Gasly, Daniel Kvyat to Pixel and Ruthel. As they come across, and the AI takes over there, a little bit of a jolt. That's how you can tell the AI is taking over. I believe the 100-meter board's back. Yeah, we can see in the background over there. So it's back. So people hopefully don't demolish it this time. Because I know it does take a lot of drivers out. There's actually John at the back that went abnormally slow. I presume is to make sure everyone has cool tires and he has the warmest tires of all to try and get a good launch. Strategic, sure, but annoying to others, maybe. So here we go. The most interesting parts, one of the most interesting parts of the race, as we have 5 lights here in this Canadian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go, and it seems like it's a really good start from Ruthful. He's already side by side with his teammate Pixel, trying to cut him off as Hugh went down the inside, but doesn't manage to do anything as Ruthful goes round the outside of his teammate, and Pixel has lost the P1 to his teammate already. So great start from Ruthful, already making up from his, I guess, bad qualifying for his standards. And Pixel now is already on the back foot as the Inaudible Gamer makes the move on Encore into P7. Actually, I believe that John was actually disconnected from the session as the Inaudible Gamer has gone wide. That's going to allow Encore and perhaps GC Fungus to get the better of him, heading around the outside. GC Fungus and, or GC Fungus is actually tucking in behind because the Inaudible Gamer is using his overtake button to try and close down the gap. But John, with his disconnect, has sent him right to the back as GC Fungus has actually spun. He's spun around, and that's his front wing that's completely gone. And that's his chances of climbing up the field gone, unfortunately. That's very disappointing. He was in a good position on those mediums, already up into P8. And he spun and lost it. But the 2 AlphaTauri boys are looking quite nice up in front. I haven't hit the wall of champions just yet. Oh, I think someone actually rear-ended up the back. I lost the back end there. There's 3 people really close to each other. It's these 3. They seem to be in a bit of a sandwich, a Red Bull sandwich here. As GC Fungus gets retires in the pit lane. Lap 1 spin is not something you want to be doing, but unfortunately he's done that. Josh and Polar has in the points. It looks like everyone will be finishing this race with points, if everyone does finish. Everyone's quite gapped. Ooh, saw a little bit of a rear end there. But it's 2 AlphaTauri boys who are nearly 1 second away from anyone else in the field. This Pixel goes in deep to try and get a nice U-turn kind of corner, both using their overtake button. This was less overtake button, you can see. Pixel's already turned off. This was just turned off as well. No one's gotten a penalty just yet when it comes to corner cutting. Pretty sure Ruthful went a bit deep there. This Polo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Ruthful sets the fastest lap, proving that he has pace over Pixel as things stand. But now with DRS enabled, as you can see from the bottom, the 2 AlphaTauri boys will try and run away. But Hugh will try and close in 1/10 to try and remain within that DRS. DRS around here is quite powerful. There are 3 DRS straights. There's this one that they're on now. Pixel will have the DRS on his teammate. And then there's one just after the next bunch of corners they're going to pass. And then there's one, of course, on the straight line to the line. Big brain, I know, straight line to the line. Yeah, but Hugh is not going to be in the DRS of the rest, as Pixel sets a purple second sector. That could be because of DRS, then again, keep in mind. But he is showing that he does have pace. Rithful actually using a bit of his overtake to get a punchy exit that is smart. Pixel isn't anywhere near to get him on this corner. If he cuts the inside and sacrifices the second one just to get a better straight line speed, he'll be able to do that. And as the Honorable Gamer gets the move done on Encore in the straight, as Pixel sets the fastest lap, putting that his fast pace as Fox is trying to look round the outside of Panic Way, heading into turn one. Big lockup, big quadruple lockup. He takes to the grass, the Pirelli grass, and loses the position to Panic Way. A shame, because it seemed to be a nice move up until that little situation happened. Now he'll have cold-ish tires as Encore gets a 3-second time penalty. Honorable Gamer looks hungry all over the back of Fox. Looks like he wants to fight. Oh, he's cut the corner there quite massively. And who's that spun right in front? That's actually someone behind. It's Panic Way. Panic Way is actually spun. I lost his right front wing. In the left hander. Honorable Gamer gets himself a 3-second time penalty. It's only lap 4, so if you're starting to get penalties now, he's going to get a lot of penalties towards the end, not gonna lie. Oh goodness, Encore. Nice engine. Everyone's within DRS of each other, except John, obviously, and now Panic Away. But interesting enough, the top two running away from the rest of the field. Oh my god, Hazy, how much ERS have you been using, buddy? He's already almost out of ERS completely. Showing that he could be perhaps struggling for pace. And trying to keep up and use his overtake button as much as possible. That could just be me though. But moving up the field a bit. Seems to be all quite gapped out. Everyone 8, 9 tenths of each other. Which is Hazy who's the closest it seems. Nice camera angle there, Codemasters. So move down the grid a bit. Let's see. Next, oh, someone who's actually gone for a big boy dive bomb. There's Hazy. Unfortunately, went off of him just as the move happened, but he made a big boy dive bomb and he got the move done. And Hazy will now benefit from DRS, but something he won't benefit from is ERS. He's at 2%, and by the end of the straight, he's probably going to be at 0%. So she managed to recover a bit. Ooh, Hugh with a nice rear end loss, and Fox replicating the exact same rear end loss. And I'm pretty sure Josh has actually hit the wall a bit. He doesn't have any shards. But pit stop window will be opening next lap, I'd say. Around then where people would want to start to pit for the mediums. But Hazy, I'd say probably the biggest surprise of this race so far. He's in P3. He's in a podium position, and he's gapping Hugh. He's already almost out of his DRS. But Hazy is very, very low on ERS. And ERS is kind of OP in this game. If you don't have that, you're going to be struggling. Especially around here where braking isn't really something you do often. And even if you don't use overtake, medium is still used in the straights. You won't lose as much as using overtake, but you will lose a bit nonetheless. Polar is close to Encore, but Encore is just... How is he in DRS? Is 1.1 seconds. I am not sure. He will have DRS in the second straight, as well as Hugh gets himself a 3-second time penalty. So there's a spin at the back. That's Panic Away once again. That's spun at the back. He's now upside down, or upside down, facing the wrong way. He's missing his front wing again, so that could be a retirement from the McLaren driver. Fortunately, Pixel gets himself a 3-second time penalty. So his chances of winning now have been reduced, considering the even pace that they have. And he might lose a position to Hazy if Hazy keeps within that 3-second window. Moving down the grid here. Pandacoy. And not Pandacoy, excuse me, Polar has. And Polar has seems to be all over the back of Encore's. Encore gets a really bad exit. He's using his overtake, Polar Haze. He's going to seize his moment to try and get down the inside. He sets a purple second sector as well. He locks up a bit. Oh, he covers the inside line just in case if Encore gets a switchback. And he luckily doesn't. And now he'll benefit from DRS. And yeah. So now only 10 runners remain. Everyone will finish in the points guaranteed. As Pixel boxes this lap. And Brithful gets himself a 3-second time penalty as well. So he's boxing. Ooh, for a front wing change. What happened there, Pixel? Something happened. He's going to be dropped back massively now. He's going to come out, I'd say, probably behind the likes of Notable Gamer. So that's going to cost him 5 seconds at least. As Pandacoy is now blocking the pit lane. He's gone. So Pixel now is going to need to do a mega outlap if he wants to have a chance of coming back in front of his teammate. Go up front, Ruthel now with a bit of breather, I guess you can say. He's has to be wary of his teammate. The pit stop length is roughly 20 seconds. Then you get to cut all of it on the exit. Pretty sure Ruthel's staying out. But he's actually boxing this lap, so he's going for a bit of a cheeky overcut here. Hazy boxes as well. He might get held up, you know. Hazy might be the person who will hold him up. Ooh, he does get held up. He does get held up. Not by much, but it might be enough to suggest that Pixel will get in front. Actually, now I look at the minimap. No, he's going to come across pit exit now. And he's already off. Pixel still needs to round up turn 1. And his teammate, as you can see, is already rounding up turn 2. And he gets jumped by Hazy. So, he's in a net P3 now, so it's not too bad. He didn't lose too much time. He had a nice outlap. And he's actually jumped the Notable Gamer as well. So, good outlap means, good, I guess. He should be able to pass Hazy, considering his tires are warmer. And Hazy, as we saw, isn't as quick as both Ruthful and Pixel were. But now, crucially for Pixel, he didn't manage to stay behind Ruthful, or again in front of Ruthful. He, if anything, was struggling to get past him. So now he just needs to hope that he could dispose of Hazy as soon as possible. He's cranking up to overtake mode. DRS is enabled. As Hazy went actually on the hard, so he's going for the one stop. Softs the hards. It is doable, but it is the slowest strategy. As now he just has Ruthful in front of him. I forgot, Hude exists. Hude's actually is coming out the pits now. They might be side by side heading into turn 2. Hude just rounding his outside, and Hude actually jumps Hazy in the pits. Then again, Hazy was on the hards, so that is something Hude's, and Hude already gets an instant 3-second time penalty. But Hude, or Hazy, is on the hards, so since he's going for a one stop, he might trouble, because he'll be 20 seconds behind, or roughly in 8 laps time. I don't know. Oof, really slow corner there, Pixel. Pixel is 4 seconds behind his teammate, so yeah, those 4 seconds have been lost because of that. Fox seems to have spun at the exit. And with the front wing change now, that's gonna be it's gonna cost him dear. I'm gonna keep going. Probably say he might retire. Hope he doesn't retire, but he might. Might change his front wing though. Yeah, he'll come out just in front of Josh, perhaps. He'll lose a lot of time though. As Hude is now pressuring Pixel. So Hude, oh, they banged tires a bit into turn 1. Oh, there's a bit of contact going through turn 1, but this is really not helping either person, because Pixel needs to catch up to Ruthful, and Hude wants to get past Pixel to try and catch up to Ruthful himself. So right now it seems to be the 2 Alpha Romeo people fight, and Fox, as I said, gets in front of his teammate just narrowly. But Hugh now is going to be put under pressure, and Ruthful with 6 seconds. So now Pixel, all he needs to do is stay within 3 seconds of his teammate, and he'll win the Grand Prix. But there's still 14 laps ish to go, so all is not lost. As Hugh now gets the move done on the back of Pixel. So Hugh, it seems to be quicker than Pixel as it seems, or Pixel is just not getting to grip with these medium tires. So Hugh seems to be in a very good position to challenge Ruthful now. And I'm pretty sure Hugh only has the 3 seconds as well, or might have more. Penalties, as I said, will be, I guess, surprise us all towards the end. Oh, when he hits the right, that's definitely going to be a bit of front wing, surely. Let's check his front wing. Seems to be perfectly intact. Lucky for him. Pixel now is actually falling back to the back of Hugh. And Ruthful is just having a race of his own now. He doesn't really need to use any ERS or DRS. All he needs to do is just run away and try his best not to get caught up. Easier said than done, obviously. But we'll have to see exactly what happens, as Pixel's still within the DRS range of Hugh. And Hugh is slightly catching up. He was 4.4, now he's 4.3. Obviously, perhaps not by much, but it's improvement. As Fox hits the fastest lap, proving that he has pace as well. He's just kind of in P8. He's closing up to Encore. And if he catches up to Encore, he'll probably catch up to the rest. Pixel seems to be quite lively behind the back of Hugh, and Hazy has actually lost touch to these two. Hazy, I think, is he's not completely out of contention. He still has to do that pit stop, as Polar comes into the pits, right? Take it in, maybe hards if you want to do a one stop. Let's be risky, as that's a big front wing hit. That has got to be front wing damage, surely. That is not front wing damage. I don't see any damage. No, there is no front wing damage. It's perfectly intact. You're telling me with a shunt like that, with two shunts like that, it's okay. He's still within the DRS though, luckily. So this proves that he has the pace. Pixel with another 3-second time penalty though, unfortunately. That's gonna hinder his chances even more. Consistently staying within the DRS, but they are losing quite a bit of time. They've lost 5/10 to the back of Ruthful, proving that Ruthful is a quicker driver at the moment. Halfway point of the race, nearly. Another half to go. Well, another half to go. You get what I mean. Another bit to go. Hopefully what I meant. Consistency within the DRS pixel, just narrowly, just 9/10. But as long as he's in the DRS, he's happy. And neither are making ingrounds as Hugh gets himself a 3-second time penalty again. None are making ingrounds on the crucial P1 leader. Hugh has a big boy lockup. Pixel goes in deep because of a lockup, but he makes it. He's still in the DRS. If I'm born with someone else. As the Inaudible Gamer gets past Hazy. The Inaudible Gamer has been sneaking up on these back, and he just has one position to go until he's in the podium position. Inaudible Gamer might be in any position here because he's in clear air, and he has a few laps to try and catch up. He should be able to catch up in time if he does continue with his pace. It depends on him though if he wants to get that P3 or not. He's actually lost a bit of time to Pixel. Pixel's still in the DRS. Ooh, Pixel, nice corner cut and nice slam of the wall, and that's a bit of his front wing there. Landed on the ground. That's actually a hefty chunk of his front wing gone. That is orange front wing damage at least. So his chance of staying within the DRS zone have now gone down. He's already out of the DRS. I think the DRS. Oh my god, he's still in the DRS somehow. Here he's gonna lose a lot of time as he gets another 3-second time penalty. So I'd say Pixel's chances of winning this race have gone down to 0, and crucially, his chances of even a podium are at risk now, with Pixel just about, or not Pixel, sorry, with Hazy, with the Inaudible Gamer just about closing up. Just eking a bit closer every time. As he goes into the pits indeed to get a front wing change, and also for a second stint go on the medium come-on tires. Gets a second front wing change, so he's probably 10 seconds behind his teammate now. Someone like that. And out the pits he goes. It's B8. Far away from everyone, so he's going to want to try and close up the gap now, but the Inaudible Gamer is in a good position to get his second podium, I believe, of SOR. At least from what I know. First podium of, or no, he actually did get it. I don't remember. No, he did. He did get a podium this season. Was it Monaco, I think it was? Yeah. The Gamer is actually being put under pressure by the hard runner of Hazy. Hazy isn't someone to exclude. For the win, or even for a nice P2. Or heck, he might even win, because they'll come out roughly 15-ish, 12-ish seconds in front of Ruthful, and he'll have 15 laps to defend that, and the hards will definitely go to the end quite easily. Now it's a matter of will he be able to defend it. this is solid camera angle. See the cheated brake ducts of the Mercedes. Mercedes 2019 cars. I take it Ruthful's probably going to go for the soft medium soft strategy. Box up 24, 25. It's not impossible. There's encore pits for what I believe will be the mediums or softs. So it is a fresh set of mediums. Indeed. Pixel sets the fastest lap. It's B7. People in front of him, the box. Pretty sure he's going to come out B5. Something like that. Oh, Hazy with a bit of a slide in the back there. I'm just looking through the standings so you get a better thought while it's going. I'll go back to the race. Ruthful is extending his gap to Hewd every single corner, it seems. So I'd say Ruthful will be going for a soft medium soft strategy. It won't cost him too much time, so I'd say it'll be fine. Hazy is actually quite quick. Not saying that he's slow, but I'm saying that he's in a good position to challenge for a podium. Saying that, well, he doesn't need to stop, and you only have 10-ish laps to defend from Ruthful. Unfortunately, though, fresher tires does help quite a bit in this game. Hazy's consistently staying on the back of bit of slip on the back of the Humble Gamer. He's staying quite close to him actually. Staying quite really close actually. He's all over the back of him now. So probably the mediums will be the worst tire at this point compared to the hards. He might actually be overtaken after the straight, you know. Maybe not, but if he gets a good exit here, he doesn't get a good exit, might eventually be able to get him. He's trying pits. On the back of the grid. I mean, at least it's points. At least it's points indeed, but looking up at the front where the big points matter, Ruthful is looking to set 5 out of 5. And win for his 5th time in a row. It seems to be quite comfortable now, as long as he doesn't spin, mess up, or do anything that involves him killing himself. I think it should be fine. He'll probably box next lap, something like that, and then it'll be a quick sprint race until the end. as Rithful has boxed for the soft compound tires. And he's going on to the mediums. So, I'm just, you can make softs go towards the end, right? Is it just me? I'm really good with tires. Oh, he narrowly makes it in front of the Red Bull and Fox. That would have been a bad place to be in if he didn't make it in front. I'm surprised he didn't go for the softs. He can easily make the softs go to the end, right? I don't know. I don't know anymore. But Hugh has come out behind the traffic. But Pixel isn't too far away from Ruthful. Might sneak himself onto a cheeky podium, you know. Even though he did get front wing damage for a whole lap. Seems to be in a good position here. Depending on the penalty situation. Let's check that. Ruthful has 6 seconds. Pixel has a few penalties. Noble Gamer has, oh goodness. Hazy actually only has 9 penalties. I say only, but still a handful of penalties. So he comes across the line. Only 3/10 slower than his previous best. I think Canada is the only racetrack where you can set the fastest lap coming out of the pits. Because since you cut turn 1, you make up all that time you've lost going through the pit lane straight. So, I think it's possible. Now Ruthful's pushing for a fast lap as Hazy is spun and that's his wheel gone. That should be a safety car, surely. That should be. Virtual safety car. But no, Hazy was in such a good position to win this race. And to challenge for the win. And he spun and that's basically been thrown out the window. But I'll tell you what, the leaders might actually fancy boxing now and go on for a fresh set of softs. Won't lose that much time, but depends if it's a safety car is ending now. Safety car is ending now will usually come once the AI card disappears, which is now. I'd say probably they better off be boxing now. They are indeed. So now let's see how much they benefit from this free pit stop. I believe those are the softs going on. Those are indeed the softs going on. The Noble Gamer safety car is still at. Oh no, he's waiting the 5 seconds. Oh no. He's in such a good position. He's been held up. DRS has been enabled. So I haven't lost that much time, but they did benefit quite a bit from that safety car, from that VSC. And now let's see the gap. Gap leader. They have 19, 18 seconds, 17 seconds, 16 and a half, let's say, seconds to make in 10 laps. And those softs will be a second a lap quicker. I don't know if they'll be consistently quicker until the end. But Pixel is within 5 seconds of the person in front. He is nowhere in this when it comes to the penalty situations, because he just has too many penalties. Losing time now. Keep in mind, Ruthful is on only 3 lap for sure tires. I have gap deleted just so I could see Fuller has his and Noble Gamers gain. Time gain, potentially. Fox saved themselves a 3-second time penalty, and they're not actually gaining too much time, Bolahaza. And our gamer, get surprised. To see what exactly happens. With just over 5 laps to go. Huge sets the fast up. Surprised none of the soft runners have set the fastest lap. 10.4, show you that you can beat that on the softs. They're not gaining time. Ruthful is running away with those mediums. So that just shows his true pace. His Pixel's not falling all the way back. Ruthful is setting a purple first sector. There's 6 laps to go. Oh, safety car! What on earth happened? Josh and Ruthful. No, okay. Ruthful, why didn't you box? Because now your teammate will box. And everyone behind for fresh softs. And you're gonna be a sitting duck. Oh goodness, this is gonna be a spicy final few laps here, and this is gonna be, folks, soft compound tires going on for his teammate, and Pixel's actually the only one boxing, and he has like 12 seconds worth of penalties, something around that, so he's gonna be losing a bit of time. It's on the freshest softs though. I was wondering why everyone was driving so slow at one point. It's because there's a Blibbin safety car going on. So we had a VSC and then we had a safety car. So seems to be a excuse me. Seems to be the racers want an interesting end to this race. No doubt about it. They will get one. So we'll move up the field now. Ooh, I never realized the safety car was updated with the rainbows. Interesting. We should make the red one. So Magello does occur next season. That would be cool to have those tracks inside the F1 game. Magello, Nuremberg, etc. But it's getting close towards the end. And now we only have a bit left to go. Everyone's pretty much everyone's bunched up. There's just, who's that? Is that Encore in the back? I think it is Encore in the back. Yeah, he's going to catch up. So safety car will most likely be in this lap, unless if Encore doesn't manage to catch up. So it'll be a 5-lap sprint race. We'll have see who can get the better. Everyone on soft compound tires, minus Hude. So Ruthful could benefit from Hude just behind him. Pretty sure everyone has even amount of penalties. Have to see exactly where penalties bring everyone, but I'm pretty sure Ruthful, as things stand now, will finish in the points. Or finish P1, not in the points. And Encore gets a 3-second time penalty, so safety car won't be in this lap. Encore hasn't caught up to the pack yet. He just has the one straight and then the one corner to go. He has up until this next straight if he wants to. If safety car wants to box, he really only has until the corner. Let's see. He's rounding up the final corner now. See him in the background. Car won't be in this lap, so we'll have a 4-lap sprint race then. That is something. Unless if safety car just decides, how about I go in now? No, so it's gonna go in this lap. So I have lap 32, 33, 34, and then 35 racing. So it'll only be 4 laps. And Fox is going into the pits, meaning that safety car might not even be in this lap. But I should be able to make it. He's going out to the softs as well. So there's a lot of things can happen now. Worthful couldn't perhaps not win this race. Hude could win this race. Pixel might be able to come from an almighty comeback. which seems unlikely though, however, with all the penalties he has. So I'm going to leave it a surprise to see where exactly everyone finishes at the end of this race. As all the drivers are now bunched up, safety car will be in this lap. After 3 laps of safety car, we are going to get green flag running. As past split 3 now, safety car will be in this lap, as you can see from the bottom. Now it's Ruthful's job to hold up everyone and try and get the best exit possible. Try and catch everyone off guard, because that could be the... Ooh, Pixel's got a 5-second time penalty for severe collision with the Honorable Gamer. Didn't see what happened back there, but I think he just gave him a light tap. That could be removed though, however, towards the end. It's very sensitive. Oh, Hugh got a 5-second time penalty for severe quote-unquote collision with Hugh. Or with, yeah, I'd probably say those 5-second time penalties will be removed. So we'll have to see what exactly happens. As there goes Ruthful. Ruthful's gone. He's gone. And he's caught the rest a bit napping, I should say. He's caught Hugh off guard. He's lost his front wing entirely. And that's him out of the running for this race. He's let everyone by. And I'm pretty sure he's going to retire from this race. That's very unfortunate from Hugh. He's just been caught off guard. And he's smacked his front wing into the wall. And now Pixel, with the freshest of softs, is going to want to get a move on ASAP. Try and overtake as many people as possible and try and create a gap with his 14-ish second time penalty. Pixel now closing up to the back of Polarhouse, who got a really scruffy exit. Polarhouse doesn't put it into overtake, but he still has the inside line if he wants to go for a dive bomb. No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. And Pixel now, only his teammate in sight. It's not impossible. He might get him, but create a gap enough to not be overtaken with penalties. It's going to be a big ask. We'll go for an interval now. Fox seems to be close to the Honorable Gamer. And Honorable Gamer actually might have a shot of a podium here, considering how many penalties Pixel has. He's chucking up into overtake mode as his Fox, but there's no more ERS. He's gonna dive bomb though into turn 1. Ooh, Honorable Gamer leaving just enough room. Fox trying to hold a rally outside with the benefit of a fresher tires. Will get a better exit, but won't be close enough. He is all over the back of him as the Honorable Gamer gets himself a 3-second time penalty, so about his chances of getting the podium now seem to be quite slim as he hits the back of the Honorable Gamer. And that's going to leave a shark bite of a front wing damage there. As he's chucking up into overtake again, he desperately wants to get in front of the Honorable Gamer. He's going to try to go around the outside into his quick right, left, and he gets the move done. But now the Honorable Gamer's line has been compromised, and now he's going to be held up a bit. And Encore might actually get him heading into what I believe is his third sector. As Fox locks up there. It's not going to be enough as Pixel's all over the back of him actually. 6/10. There's like 2 more laps to go. It's now or never. As the Honorable Gamer chucks up at the overtake, as well as Encore. Fox hits himself a 3-second time penalty. Almost hits the wall. We go into lap 34, just 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go in this Canadian Grand Prix. So the 2 AlphaTauri boys fighting it off for on-track victory. But I will check penalties. I don't want to check you. Ruthful has 3, 6. Oh, he has 5. 5, 3, 5, 1. Oh, wait. He has 12 seconds worth of time penalties, and Pixel has 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, yeah, okay. So Pixel really in a bad... He needs to make up like at least 10 seconds if he wants to win this race. But who knows? Those time penalties might be removed. They were like little minor accidents. Weren't intentional, but Let's see what the FIA has to say about it. We'll get somewhere. Good exit. Now it's now or never. He needs to get in front of him now if he wants to create that 10-second gap. The two AlphaTauri boys are going to go side by side heading into turn 1. Ruthful gets the better of him and replicates what he did lap 1, turn 1. And gets the move done. But now this is his chances of winning now. Pixel are less than 1%. He needs to create a 10-second gap. He needs to get in front of him and legit spin him out if he wants to win this race. He'll probably get him on this DRS straight though. He will probably get it. They're both using overtake mode. So Pixel might go for a last corner lunge here. Even through here as Hugh gets the fast lap point as Ruthful gets a scruffy exit there. And Pixel's trying to hold it to make a bit of contact, and there's no space given around the outside. Pixel's trying to hold it around the outside, gets a nice drift going. Both going to use their final tanks of ERS. And I think Ruthful might have just done it there. Oh god, please don't go side by side into the final corner. Oh god. And Ruthful, he cuts the corner to get himself 3-second time penalties. That might affect something, but on track, Ruthful is going to come across the line to win the Canadian Grand Prix, and Pixel comes home in what I believe he'll lose more. He comes into P4. Polar has sneaks himself onto the podium, and the Inaudible Gamer gets his long-awaited podium that I have yet to see, and that's his first podium I've seen. So congratulations to Inaudible Gamer. Gets himself up a podium, and Polar has, from what I believe was last place, 12th place or 11th place, gets himself P2. That's my driver of the day right there. Then we got Fox P4, Pixel P5, disappointing really. Yeah, start P1, and got overtaken almost instantly, and then just got so much bad luck towards him. Encore P6, and then we'll go through. Yeah, Polar has a good driver of the day. Well, deserved driver of the day from last second almost. It's good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. As we get the celebrations going on. Trophy lift. Spray of the champagne. AlphaTauri winning a race isn't so unfamiliar now. We have Pierre Gasly. So it's realistic having an AlphaTauri win a race. I'm pretty sure every team in Formula 1 now has actually won a race. Oh no, except for Haas, obviously. We don't talk about that though. So yeah, so here we go. Encore P6, Hude P7, John P8, Josh P9, and Hazy, or no, he actually didn't finish. Hude, unfortunately, with a P7, and Hazy obviously spinning, both in very good positions to win this race. So that's been your Canadian Grand Prix. I'm your host, Justin, for SOR Season 11. Or no, yeah, Season 11, Round 9. Canada, here in F1 2020. And I'll see you next week in... Where's next week? France, yes. At the sunny side, France. Oh, goodness, I need some sleep. Goodbye, everyone.